Hello friends, my name is Sanket Marande and today's date is 27 March 2024 and today we are discussing about OOPS concept. OOPS is the full form of OOPS is Object Oriented Programming System or structures. So first we discuss in the short. OOPS is the main features, or you can also say OOPS is the main concept of the programming language. You can use any programming language, C, C++, Java. So every programming language have OOPS concept because when you are developing a software or any program, so that time OOPS is very useful for the programming, and they give so many features for the development. So basically OOPS is a object-oriented program paradigm based on the concept of the objects, and they which can contain the data in the form of fields. They are also known as attribute or properties, and the code in the form of procedures, that means method or a function. So OOPS aims to structures copy in a way of that models in the real world entities and their interactions. There are mainly four features of there are mainly some pillars of OOPS. So we discuss one by one. So uh, Java is one of the most popular programming language, and they are follow the principle of OOPS extensively. So we discuss one by one. So what are the concept of OOPS? Okay. So first we discuss about what is class. So class is a blueprint or a template of creating an objects, and they are defines the properties, fields or attributes, and their class are their behaviors, methods and the functions. They are commonly to all the objects in a certain kinds. Then the next is object. So an object is an instance of the class, and it concrete they are concrete entity based on their blueprint. They are provided by the classes, and objects have state, that means defines their fields, and behaviors, that means their methods. So now we discuss about the pillars of OOPS. So the first pillars of OOPS is encapsulation. So encapsulation is the binding of data, that means attributes and the method functions that operates on the data within the single unit. They bind the data in the single unit, and it hides the internal state of the objects from the outside world and only expose necessary functionalities through the methods. And in encapsulations, they are help in the data hiding and the, preventing the direct access to an object, and they are internally state of the ensuring data integrity and their security. They provide the security. Then the next is inheritance. So inheritance is the mechanism by which is a new class, that means subclass or derived class, is created from the existing class, that means superclass, or you can also say base class. They are interacting they are interacting its attributes and the methods, and it promotes the code reusability and establish a hierarchical relationship. They are between the classes. Then then the subclass can extend the behavior of their superclass by adding the method or overriding extends the methods. Then the third point is polymorphism. So polymorphism allow object to trade created an instance of their superclass. They are enabling their flexibility and their stability in the code. They allow a single interface, that means more method to be used for an objects of different types, providing unfilled interfaces of the various implementations. Then polymorphism is achieved through methods. They are overriding, that means they providing a specific implementations of the method in a subclass, and the method are overriding, that means they have multiple methods within the same name but the different parameters. Then the fourth layer of OOPS is abstractions. So abstractions hides the complex implementations details from the objects, and they provide the simplified view to their essential characteristics and the behavior. They are focused on what an object does rather than how how it does it, enabling developers to manage the complexity by the dealing with the high level concepts. And abstraction is the realized through abstract class and interfaces. Abstract class defines abstract methods without implementations that must be implemented by their subclasses, and the interfaces defines a contract for classes to implement their specified methods, signatures, and then without implementations facilities losses, compiling, and multi inheritance. So these are the these are the pillars of the OOPS. Then collectively from the functions of the OOPS, they are essential for the building modular and maintainable of the scalable software system. So I hope I will cover all the points in the OOPS concept. So thank you.